Apologies for the interruption. Do I sound alright?
Yeah. Still sounds scary.
Wonderful.
The normal kind of scary, not webcam kind of scary.
Right. Mr. Malarkey, I will return shortly. I have someone I need to go chat with.
Okay.
It's so scuffed, man.
And now, how to get to the lighthouse without Andy seeing the swim of shame? Yeah. Now that is the question, isn't it? They're gonna see me swim! No pocket dev? No, not right now. Tell them to avert their eyes. And what if I just stand right here and wait for her to come over? Whatever, I'll make this swim, I don't care. And come on. She's just talking to a fucking bird.
There's half a lap to go. Oh, hi, Norman.
Well, Miss Jones.
Smoke's doing his exercise. He knocked over the bowl that Balto leaves, I assume because he doesn't trust Balto like Noxie doesn't. So he has to do an extra lap.
Well, he's done a good job then.
Hear that smoke? Doing a great job. Wait, for knocking the bowl over or for doing his laps?
The bowl.
Yeah, that makes sense. And Ghost has been eating? Great.
Yes, Ghost has been eating.
Why you sound unhappy about that?
I am not happy. I am not sad. I just am.
Right. He's almost done. He has to get to the stairs. If you divert from your lap to see that, okay. I'm gonna come to see you.
Yes, hello, Smoke.
He just misses you sometimes, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. You better, Norman. Oh, you just are, I guess, right?
Is that your impression?
No, I do 'em- I wouldn't say better, but one with more effort sometimes.
Yes, I'm aware.
What do you mean you're aware? I think everybody does it at this point, Norman.
Yes, I unfortunately am aware of all of that.
I can stop if you want.
I do not care, Miss Jones.
Alright. Questions?
Sure.
It's been a while, so there are a few.
I would imagine.
I think you would imagine, even if it's been like an hour since I last talked to you.
That is also true.
I'm sorry.
I did, Smith.
Some of them more pressing than others. You remember when I told you that there's a bunch of scratches at that dead tree over there? Across
Yes.
from the island? There was a wolf there the other day? Sleeping? Any significance? Now there's like feathers and blood and all over the tree over there right now.
There was a wolf skull that was left for me here.
Huh?
I'm afraid I'm not sure if they are correlated.
You still think it's Babalu stuff?
There is potential for that. There is potential for something else.
Like what?
Not something I'm completely in the know about just yet.
Okay. Just thought you should know in case you never go over there. Ghost, I think? Okay, I don't know who. But, you know, I've been feeding ghosts. The same kind of thing happened that Noxie was doing with the eyeballs and that island last night. And I thought all of that stuff was to, you know, lock up Richard in the end. So, do you have any idea why it's happening again?
I have a vague understanding, but the birds do seem to act on their own sometimes. In truth, this go-around, I am somewhat knowledgeable, but it's nothing serving anything that I am interested in.
Is it a bad thing for me?
Oh, fuck. Not necessarily. Oh, fuck. Demon box take for the
Not
8 months.
necessarily?
Fuck.
I
Apologies.
mean, I'm not gonna go off and get stuck in purgatory or anything this time around, right?
You shouldn't, no. Demon
I'll
take
be
for the 8
okay.
months. Likely.
Okay. That's
Yes.
not so bad.
I suppose it comes down to how much do you trust the birds.
Is there a reason I shouldn't trust the birds?
Are you okay with Noxing doing what they did the first time?
Yeah, I mean, it all turned out okay.
Then you should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Maraja.
He's still in there, right?
Yes.
Okay, because there were dents on your front door when I came to feed the birds once.
That
Kind of looked like they were from a hammer, and so it freaked me out.
they were from a hammer, but it was not from Mr. Fritz.
Oh, is somebody just mad?
It was someone wearing a red tracksuit.
It's one of the Russians?
Yes.
Oh. You're not on good terms with them.
From my understanding, I am, except for that one. He seems to be upset at me for some reason.
What did you say to make Lily Pond so upset?
I killed Flop.
Yeah, how did that all pan out? Because one second I heard that she, like, took him in the lighthouse and he didn't come out, and ball gag and all that shit. the next thing I know is running around without his memories, but I don't really understand because then other people are telling me that Dark only has like a week to live or something. So what was... Was his deal just to get out?
Flop's offer that he made, well, a bit of pretense. Richard, that whole family, their deal was to bring someone to me so that they could save one another. They refused, so I, in turn, took Richard's hand and told Flop that if he did not come here with a corpse, then he was not to contact me at all. He decided to show up here empty-handed. So I figured I had my answer, but instead he made an offer. If neither of his fathers were to deliver on their end of the deal, then he would come back without his memory. The death of their son, proverbially. Their family is shattered, rather. And now...
I have to stare at a reminder.
Exactly. Oh, the fuck? Garbage truck outside. Okay, fuck off! Dude, what is happening this morning? Holy
That makes
fuck!
more sense. I was very confused. Not that it matters.
Since when do they fucking honk?
Do you know anything about Olivia Garcia?
Yes, Finley Milton's mother.
Do you have any idea why people are seeing her? Seeing black feathers at her grave?
She has been rather insistent on chatting.
With you or with, like, Finn and Maury?
With Finn, yes.
Just like a Nancy thing?
It certainly seems more her area of expertise.
Okay. What did you think of BoneCon?
It went as well as I thought it was going to go.
So terribly.
Yes.
Completely useless.
Correct.
Other than the very refreshing idea of just, like, mass genocide.
Yes.
So there are two things you've told me not to talk about. Does that include not with you? Well, one of them I know, but the other?
You are free to ask. There are some things that I will not talk about.
Of course.
She wants to ask about Isaac.
Can I preamble this by, if I mess up my phrasing at all, I don't mean any ill will, and it's just wording good?
It is my understanding that you've had several conversations doing your best to avoid talking or saying his name.
Not just his name, just anything about him at all. I kind of just end up screaming, I can't talk about that.
Right.
Is he the one making everyone sick?
I will say this. When I told everybody not to talk about Isaac, it wasn't because he is my poor little brother. It was a warning. If you all think that I am the worst thing that could happen to this city, this planet, this existence, you are sorely mistaken. After what he is capable of, you all will be begging for me to take you.
Oh. I mean, you know I don't think you're the worst thing. So is he?
Yes, but I'm not sure that he is aware of it.
Really?
Not yet, anyway.
Oh. I assume that would include like rats coming out of people's bodies and stuff.
There are worse things than dying.
Can you stop it? Not that you want to, but
No, the only stopping there is death. The ending of what is his suffering.
oh. Like his suffering. The suffering he's putting on people.
The suffering he is putting on people.
Should I be worried if somebody's talked to him about me? If it's the same person?
What he is doesn't deal in what I deal with. The people who are involved with me are safe from me. What he is something different entirely.
So I should be worried?
Everyone should be very worried.
Okay. And if my caution fails me anyway, and I come across that, what can I do to make it not terrible for myself?
I suppose that is a discussion you'll have to have with him.
I don't know if I want that. I would like to avoid that entirely.
I am a means to an end. He is everything terrible in between. I do not deal in what he deals in. He does not deal in what I deal in.
Any tips on how to not piss him off?
That is a mystery in its own.
Okay. What's up with the color changing feather?
I'm not entirely sure, frankly.
Oh. Apparently people were passing it around and thought it was like marking them and it would turn a certain color. Specifically when Kiki got it.
Ah, yes. Force lore, blame Sock.
Why did you pick Kiki?
It's like pulling a string and seeing what moves.
Wanted to see if it struck a chord.
Correct.
Did you make bass famine?
What do you do with my apples after I give them to you?
I hold on to them.
Really? You have them all?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't.
I've been leaving fish out there for Noxie. But lately it's been being replaced with apples for me. And the fish disappears. Do you think that means Noxie's been getting them?
It is a possibility.
Well, that's good, right? How are they doing?
They are doing their job.
Are they okay?
There are times where they are better. There are times where they are worse.
Have you ever lied to me?
I do my best not to lie anymore. I don't really need to. But there are, in some cases, necessities. With you in particular, no, I do not believe I have.
Anyone mentioned me lately?
Aside from the two that reside up there at that house, Cody and Storm, wanting to keep you out, not really.
Keep me out of their property?
Yes.
Norman, I may have done something to potentially fuck with people.
Such as?
Well, listen, there have been like, you showed up at DonCon 1, but there have been like 5 different ones after that of like people splitting off and deciding to have group conversations anyway, which they could have done from the get-go, but a lot of them feature people who are not very trustworthy, I guess, trusting of me. I don't know if it's because of the bird or not seeming worried about my deal with you or whatever else. Or just, you know, things Cody and Storm say. But I got a little heated and stormed off and told people they can go fuck themselves because if I'm just trying to help them and they're gonna treat me like shit, you know, that's that. Good luck. And then I got reached out to by a bunch of people who pretty much just wanted to know what I know. And I may have done something to test and see if I can trust these 2 particular people. And that thing may have been slipping in a lie to see if they'll tell the person about it. That might result in them asking you a question. And if they ask you the question, then I'll know that the other 2 let it slip.
Is there something in particular I should be on the lookout for?
If you're willing to help me, yeah. I told law enforcer and oh, what's his name? Winston Walker. I slipped it into conversation that Storm might be able to get a bird from you. So if Storm comes asking for a bird and you tell me, I'll know that they immediately broke trust. And I'm sorry for roping you into it. It was a last-second decision.
I
But
see.
a tempting plan that I It was too spicy, I'm sorry.
You need not apologize for me for stirring the pot.
Yeah, but when it affects you, you know, I probably shouldn't assume that you're cool with it.
It doesn't really affect me. If they come here asking for a bird, just tell them no.
Can you please not tell them that it was just me stirring?
Of course.
Thank you.
The more confusion and distrust there is, the better for me.
Perfect. I was considering it doing with every person that's asked me for help, but then has knowingly talked shit behind my back. But I was gonna tell them a different person was gonna get a bird every single time so that I know exactly which person's been lying. But I guess we'll see. Alright, cool.
I've just had a thought.
Mm-hmm.
The poison.
Right?
What it does, while it is useful on my end, I do have a sneaking suspicion that, while Isaac can do much on his own, and he may see an offer like that pointless, it may be of interest to him.
Are you suggesting I offer it to Isaac?
You have any other ideas?
Well, is that like, you said he functions different from me, so would that just like earn me and mine on his good side? You said he doesn't work the same as you.
He is a bit more, how would you put it, less structured, more unhinged, if you will. So it may not work, but there is potential for it.
Would you be willing to gauge his interest first? So that I'm not somebody coming out of left field offering him something out of nowhere?
I see.
Lest I get a how dare you and who the fuck are you?
Not true. More so, being prepared should he approach you. Tinkle dink, think of the brain of tier 1.
Are you gonna send him at me?
No.
Oh, okay.
I will say, he does do things on his own. Who and when he decides is none of my business, nor does he tell me. Thank you, Tinkle Dink.
Why are you trying to help me right now? Or is this an elaborate way to get me killed?
If I wanted you dead, I would have done it already.
But if you were trying to do it this way with a grand plan, it could be more entertaining.
Well, you are right about that. You should stop giving me ideas.
Oh, man. You don't need ideas. So are you trying to help me? Or are you trying to lead me into a entertainingly bad situation?
It is a rare kindness I am extending you.
How come?
Old habits die hard and all that. When I was a man, there were people who, in some ways, did good by me. Not necessarily friends or anything like that, but where there were favors owed, they would handle them. A sort of mutual exchange, if you will.
It's like when people give the other person presents after a good business deal.
Sure.
It's like a kind gesture of a good deal struck, but not friends.
Sure.
So you think I should be prepared, not go to him?
I think it would be unwise to go to him.
Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting from what everyone's saying.
You are free to pass along that warning, however.
I try to, but it's not. Yeah, that's not really. You know, people listen to what they want to listen to, just as well as I do. For some reason, the more sinister and dangerous something seems around here, the more people want to talk about it. People also seem to be taking... This happened at BoneCon, but also outside of it, they take it as me saying, hey, it's probably not a good idea to talk about, you know, the other bird or Isaac. As me helping you and defending you from some kind of weakness, instead of me being like, hey, you'll probably fucking die if you continue to do that.
Well, with Isaac it is much worse. He is able to keep a body alive and push it to its limits.
You know, people are trying to find him.
They should really stop.
That's what I said.
Chief, thank you for your 11 months. Elephant, thank you for the tier 1 for 2 months, thank you. Oh man,
You
Dips,
said
thank you for
that
being
if
a
I
tier 1.
hadn't offered our deal, that you would have had me kill someone I knew well.
Likely.
You said that something about, like, everything in a person's life can be seen in their eyes when they die. Why is that something you want people to experience?
Sort of understanding what it means to see someone die. What is the potential for them?
What's your favorite part about killing people?
Not even when I was alive did anybody ask me that question.
Really? Well, I have read your journal thing. I noticed the, you know, bleeding well part, but curiosity gets the better of me.
I don't think many sane people would ask that question. There is a lot to all of that. Could you repeat the question?
What's your favorite part about killing people?
It solves what I feel to be my purpose. I know now that when I was a man, It wasn't really necessarily what I was meant to be doing, but it made sense. And now, it is all I know.
Did you always?
Really, I think for the 5 months.
Your journals kind of read off like there was a shift, feeling like you were death or realizing that you were. But did you always feel that way? Or know that about yourself?
It was a struggle. I have always felt like it was my purpose. It was who I was. But the logical part of me struggled with that. It is why I did my best to cover up everything that I had done.
Did you ever have like a big moment of doubt?
There were several moments of doubt, but after some time, I stopped worrying. In some ways, I knew that eventually I was going to be caught. And knowing that, I prepared for everyone who had survived to go up on that stand and announce to the city what had happened, who I was. And I found comfort in knowing that the people who live on this island feared death, even if it was only for that brief moment.
It reminds me of Jasper. I don't know what happened with him after my kind of situation dealt with him, but I remember he had a lot of doubts towards the end about Abigail and what would happen after.
Jasper pleads with me on the regular.
For?
What else but to return?
He's still trying to get to Abigail, or does he have some other kind of goal?
He has many an interest.
I take it Ash is one of them.
Of course.
She has to bring you somebody of equal value.
We shall see. It's probably
What would you
busted
do
with
if she like brought his corpse? Would that technically count?
It would already be dead.
So more of like what he could do equal value. Interesting. So you showed up to BoneCon and you made your speech and you said that somebody there knew the answer but either doesn't know that they know the answer or was unwilling to share. Right?
Correct.
Were you talking about how to get rid of you or how to get out of a deal?
I suppose those two things could be synonymous with one another.
Will you tell me who?
No,
Do you know that pretty much everybody, I think other than like myself and Nancy, brushed that off entirely and decided that you were just shit stirring?
Interesting.
Were you? I didn't think you were.
I was not.
I told them that you're plenty capable of shit stirring while also telling the truth.
Exactly. Yep.
I would have thought.
I did that
I guess
today.
I shouldn't have with the
The
person
roads.
that was present, but I would have thought that people would have like locked the island down and refused to let anyone leave until that was revealed. But I'm not quite entirely sure why that didn't happen, or people just start getting kidnapped and questioned and whatever else if they're actually that desperate. Didn't think it was going to be shrugged off with like, nah, Norman's lying.
Yes, there are plenty who attended who are not very intelligent.
Speaking of, other than myself and Nancy, as you stated before, who truly like understands and accepts the situation they're in? with you?
That varies, I'm afraid. There are some who pretend to have that understanding, but only do it as a facade so that they may continue talking about hope or what have you elsewhere. Like Miss Storm up there. She, just this morning, decided that everybody that comes through here she doesn't really care for anymore except Cody, and that what is going to happen will happen. But shortly thereafter, someone else decided to pay a visit, a member of that family, and she texted them saying to be careful and don't do anything stupid. Either she is lying to them, or she is lying to me. Lauren appears to have a sort of nihilistic take. She also has decided to uninvolve herself. As far as I go, I'm sure, and I know that she's been having discussions elsewhere.
Yeah, she had the audacity to call me selfish after attempting to tell them what's a pretty terrible idea regarding Isaac and the bird and whatever else. But I think Lauren struggles with something I think only I can relate to. And it's not, I don't struggle with it, but you know, before you showed up, I think her and I had a different conception of who we knew that would be the closest to what we would consider death.
Yes. How is he doing?
Yeah, I thought he married him. He's okay. You know, he hangs out at home. He's a family man now. Goes out every so often to satisfy his urges, to say the least. Been playing a cowboy video game to get closer to his son Lando.
Interesting.
Why do you ask?
Only wondering.
Lauren is so viscerally afraid of my husband that my presence alone made her leave almost instantaneously the first time.
Oh, you should not have reminded me of that.
How come? I don't care what fun my husband has. And honestly, if you used him in some way, at least he'd be back and I could see him more.
Oh, good. Noted.
Maple Leaf, they give it 35
I
months.
mean, it's no change for me, to be honest. My husband does that kind of stuff anyway.
Right.
Somebody, like, brake checks him in traffic. His license plate is literally C-Forcer.
You've just given me an idea.
Oh, have I?
You have.
What, you're not going to tell me?
No, I am not.
I'm not gonna tell anybody.
Oh god, are you going to use Denzel as a threat over Lauren?
It is certainly a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you even really need to goad my husband into it. I think you just have to tell him she's around.
Right.
I need a clarification.
Of course.
I'm still confused at how we kept the same stipulations, even though we nixed the Chicken Man part of my deal, right? But the stipulations still stayed that if I were to somehow fail in this deal, that the repercussions would be on me and me only, right?
Correct.
But TJ's deal still protects the family. And you even told me that I'm included in that. Is that protected from you or from TJ?
You are protected from TJ.
Oh, okay. That's the part I always get confused on. What's the smartest question somebody's asked you recently?
Well, that was a good one for starters. You would have been a perfect candidate. Barry's own son going after his sister. Could you imagine that?
Oh, kill Barry.
It certainly would have.
Dude, Norman's a dickhead.
Sound almost like you regret it.
No, everything that has occurred I do not regret.
How long are you gonna keep messing with Barry?
Barry? I've not done much with Barry here recently.
Oh, no, you guys talked.
Yes, we did.
So Brian Knight traded his sanity, right?
Brian Knight owes me quite a deal, I'm afraid. And he owes me a life, and yes, his sanity. More or less.
Oh, good thing he's running for chief of police, I guess. Do people make deals to trade for restoring somebody's sanity?
I see. You're hoping to help your brother.
Just curious.
A moment, if you will, Miss Jones.
Chat, avert your eyes. I have to eat pizza or I fucking pass out.
Shh, nobody say anything.
Yummy pizza. Pizza. Yummy. Norman eat pizza. Yum yum. Listen, canonically, Norman does not eat food. Out of character, I have to do this shit every so often. Great, I did. Norman picked his nose. Alright. Apologies.
It's alright. You okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Oh, alright.
Shut the fuck up. Alright, I'll thank you for the brand new tier 1.
Anyway, sorry about that. What were you asking?
I
Asked
forgot.
if it was possible to make a deal for somebody's sanity.
Ah, yes. That, I'm afraid, isn't something I deal in. What Barry currently has ongoing is not something that I can help with. It is certainly something I have no issues exploiting, but...
Hmm. Okay.
It's high as fuck, got the munchies, so...
Anyone brought up the HOA at all lately? Specific members?
No.
Not since Pond.
Not since Pond. Speaking of Lily Pond, she thought it a good idea to come here, berate me, and then punch me.
Yes, I did hear about that.
Hmm.
And while I think Pond is not trustworthy, I think she is a certain level of intelligence. So I figured you had to have said something that would piss her off so much that she would lose control of all faculties and do something that she knows wouldn't end up doing anything good.
I think Lily made the mistake of thinking that I cared.
About something specific or in general?
About specific people, about her, about deals or ongoings. None of it really matters.
Oh, no, you win in... Oh my god. Tell everyone, you win in the end anyway. It's a game we're not gonna win. It will just extend our time from being beyond, like, now. It's just entertaining for you. I don't... People really like to overcomplicate you. I'm just gonna say that. At least from my perspective. And maybe I'm the wrong one. But I seem to feel a lot more comfortable than the rest of them at times. There are very large debates going on about which you they're talking to when they talk to you. Of, am I talking to Norman who cares, or can I talk to Death who doesn't? And nobody's viewing it in the lens of it being one and the same. And it's very confusing and very frustrating.
Yes, well. They all tend to cling on to a sort of a hope that they'll figure it out. Figure out what I am, how to deal with me, how to supersede whatever deals they may have, or weasel their way out of their situations.
Coyote, you fucker. Thank you for the 10. I gotta talk to Winston, you fuck.
Oh my god, I all tabbed. Fuck! Everything's broken.
Okay, well, stick it enough on them.
Lily Thought, thank you for the 6 months, I appreciate it.
I'm sorry, could you say again?
Carl, thank you for gifting a tier 2 sub to Coyote.
Oh, I did start with Pond a little bit. She's like in the hospital now, right?
She did have a kidney fail.
Oops.
Okay. called her out in front of a huge group of people and said I didn't believe her entirely about her deal.
Hmm.
She got very defensive as people very awkwardly stared at her for a few minutes.
Yes, well, Lily has decided that, or rather, excuse me, someone else has nullified Miss Pond's deal anyway. Should she come back here with that sort of abrasiveness, I will kill her and be done with it.
Does she know that?
She will certainly find out.
Fair enough.
Who nullified it? Bum bum bum.
Lois Bloom.
Know anything about a purple flame?
In terms of an explanation, no, but I do know that it exists.
Oh. Guess I'll just have to wait and see.
I can't look at it right now, Hilberts. I can't look at it until people leave. Vixen, thank you for the 20 months. Appreciate it.
Are you able to tell me anything about the white bird yet?
I'm afraid not.
Alright. People have been talking about that too.
What have they been saying about the white bird?
At BoneCon they were saying they believe it belongs to Lennon and Bundy. But they named it Hope. I think somebody told me that once and I said that sounds like a very live, laugh, love kind of family. That's what they fucking named it. There's a very large debate between
Fucking got
what
that
is a
right.
seagull and what is a fucking white crow, which hurts my brain every time it happens. Because a lot of people seem to not be able to tell the difference between them and don't know which one they've seen. I think Forcer saw it after BoneCon when she came here. And she got a white feather or something.
I think a lot of people see Norman and Andy's relationship as like, you know, the closest that Norman would get to a
What
friend.
kind of memory problems does Isaac
What?
have?
Hold on.
He forgets quite a lot, I'm afraid. Hard to pin things down exactly. What you have just heard, do not relay to anyone else.
I don't talk to anyone else about him. I think the most I've participated in a conversation about him was pretty much hoping that Nancy would ask if Pixie got sick after he made skin-to-skin contact with her. Or if him reaching out and touching her on the shoulder has nothing to do with it, and that's just a semantic. But even then I didn't say anything. Is he able to be fond of people? Like Copper?
Difficult answer. Yes and no.
he human? Still? Alive?
A question I'm afraid I cannot answer.
Okay. Oh, I can ask you questions. What does he look like?
He is older. He is younger than me. More hair. Longer beard. Depending on the day, he tends to wear a lot of white.
I heard that. Hmm. Is he in pain?
Suffering the memory issues that Isaac has. One can never really be of sound mind. He does his best, but
Oh. That's quite sad.
it is certainly an inconvenience.
I think I asked all my questions. You have any questions for me?
I do not.
Do you need a restock at all?
I do.
How many?
3.
Same function?
Yes.
When would you like them?
As soon as you can.
Could probably go handle that now and come back.
If that is your prerogative.
Sure. And to be clear, the last time we talked, I asked if all of our conversations would stay between us, and you said I could ask that. But does that mean you agreed to it, or just acknowledged that I could ask it?
I was acknowledging that you could ask it. However, out of a sort of... reluctantly, I'm going to use the word respect. I will maintain your wishes.
I'll take it. Thanks, Norman.
Goodbye, Miss Jones.
I'll be back with your order. You should get a mailbox or something.
So I think a lot of people think Norman and Andy, you know, the closest thing that Norman can get to a friend. That isn't necessarily true. While Norman is rather open about the things that they're talking about, anybody could be asking these questions, frankly. It doesn't matter. And as soon as Andy is not useful, Norman doesn't care. But at the moment, I think she serves a purpose, especially with Isaac getting involved. The poison stuff could come in handy with Isaac, and could even play into his favor. That also may not, but it is Yeah, it's more diplomatic than it is friendship, yeah. Yeah, it's good that she has come to terms with, you know, like she does have an understanding of, you know, she is expendable, right? So I think that is good for her to, you know, keep that sort of understanding. It is a working relationship, yeah. Alright, who do we got up here? Scanning. Oh, it's Malarkey, great. And Storm, wonderful. I'm gonna take a second. She's used to it, Sag. Listen, okay, you're not gonna get any empathy from old Bones, okay? Any empathy that you hear coming from Norman is just him trying to exploit whoever he's talking to. It is absolutely him just trying to manipulate whoever it is. Oh my fucking god. This is Sleepy Witch. This is too cute. This is too wholesome for Norman. Don't draw things like this. Norman is a bad guy. Don't do this. Norman is mean. He doesn't care about the birds. Don't draw nice things for him. This is cute though. I love it. Thank you. Crow father, please. Father, help! Alright. Chat, stop. Stop. I have a fucking soft spot for animals. God damn it. And imagining that Smoke is just missing his fucking stupid bird dad. Shut up. Stop. Fuck. I have to kill the bird. I have to kill the bird. Ugh. Fuck. The bird's gotta die somehow. Make Bulvar kill Smoke? Oh my god, imagine. Alright, hold on, let me swap back over here. Okay. While I'm alt-tabbed, is there anything else that I need to fucking pull up while I'm alt-tabbed? No? Okay, great. And here's the problem with fucking, what's this?
What is up with you today?
I woke up on the right side of the bed and I'm feeling great.
You're gonna get punched in the face.
What?
I think Flop doesn't like me anymore.
Eric, I fucking love you, okay?
What about
Doesn't
me?
sound like it, Flop.
No, I actually do love you, okay?
You love me?
No, I'm married. Wait, no, I'm not. Never. Fuck! It happened!
Motorcycle northbound Alta.
Wait, no, I'm not. Oh, wait, did he epic quit? Wait, that's so funny. Dirty Harry, thank you for the 5 months. I appreciate it. Okay, you let it back in. That is so funny. Yeah, minus one. Well, I can't torment Flop. I've already done my tormenting of Flop. RJ, thank you for the 27 months. Thank you for coming, swinging through. I appreciate it. Alright, we're gonna try and load back in here. We gotta talk to Malarkey. Could have oceaned him. Did you guys get a divorce? No, he lost his memories, including his memories of Ziggy. Bowl of food knocked over. Alright. Does Ziggy know that yet? No.
Hello?
Apologies, Mr. Malarkey. There was a pressing issue.
So good.
If
You free?
I am, yes.
All right.
Chad, how long have I
heard you
been
don't
live?
swim, so I will take a dive.
He said I heard you don't swim.
Yes, that's right.
We'll do, Storm. All right. See you.
No, it's not a little over an hour. Like 4 hours total? Okay, great. Thank you, chat. Like 4 hours? Okay, thank you, thank you. That's what I was wondering. Bryce is coming up on his deadline now, isn't he? Chat. Isn't that right? BoneCon. Fuck, I alt-tabbed again! Fuck! Thursday? Thursday, okay. The fuck is it set up? Okay, my streaming PC crashed, and when that happened, my capture card fucking died, and when my capture card died, it made my monitors do some weird shit. It essentially reformatted my monitors, and it made me, you know, have to go 5M in full screen, so it's not fucked. It's a whole thing. I'm sorry, say again.
The Russians started building bridges in the city. Maybe they could, I don't know, pop one over here.
You know what? I may ask them about that.
It's not a bad idea.
I'm going to put a gate in the middle.
That could work.
People could just swim around it, but
Yeah, I noticed. I'm surprised she took the long way, though, all the way out. There's a beachhead right there. Ish.
yes, I'm not sure why they do that.
Kind of saying everybody's good graces, so I can use the premium gates to the lighthouse compound,
Right.
which is no longer the Bundy Bunch compound.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, you should know that internal drama is a thing, and all. They've withdrawn their presence from the house.
Thank fucking God!
They should really just give it back to me at this point.
It sounds like more of a Cody thing.
Maybe I'll talk to Cody about it.
So how was BoneCon?
It went about as good as everybody thought it would. Everybody spewed their theories, none of which were correct. They all decided, or rather some decided that they were going to refuse me, and they paid the price for it.
Right.
Why weren't you there, Mr. Malarkey?
I was not invited.
Why do you think that is?
I feel like I know, and I don't want to say it out loud.
A terrible, difficult thing to admit.
Yeah. Is she looking at us with binoculars? Right.
I would imagine she is.
She might get a kick out of that. Yeah, she's very much pushing that she cares, but she doesn't have the capacity to care. I gotta ask, what would you want me to end up doing?
It depends on what exactly you are looking for, frankly. Like I said before, all of this, what has gone on thus far, it was never going to be fair. The game has been rigged from the start, and everybody ends up involved one way or another. It is just now a matter of choice. You have the freedom to shape your involvement and to mold the views of those around you.
Dude, shut the fuck up, chat.
I think that's the only thing that's really making me hesitate at this point. The phrase of rigged from the start.
Ooh, pimp.
Because I'll be honest. I feel like anybody could have turned me in at one point in the whole life for a life style deals that have been going around. I think the only thing stopping them was just the fact that they don't feel like they could do it, right? Doesn't matter about who it is, just bringing themselves to end somebody's life on their own terms.
Exactly.
You know, I haven't heard from the Highwayman in a while.
Shut the fuck up.
Or at least,
Shut the fuck
I haven't
up.
heard of anybody hearing from the Highwayman in a while.
Chat, 26 more subs, by the way.
Is that him looking at the chess pieces he has laid out, or are you just not wanting him to go out and about?
He has been put on a tighter leash. However, there are some who have completed their tasks.
Put in Fox Sigma 38 months.
Why do you think I would be useful?
I think there is potential with you, Mr. Malarkey. You are someone at the moment. Everyone is sort of looking over. They don't see the potential that lies there. There is something to be made of you, Tommy. Whether I do that or anybody else, it's a matter of opportunity, if you will.
Right. And what's in it for you?
What is in it for me is the people who have ignored you for so long get to watch you become something that they feared, that they could do nothing about. But in reality, they could have. They could have made sure you were in the know, helped you, comforted you, even included you, so maybe there could have been something to be figured out. But instead, they decided to do the opposite. Tommy Malarkey isn't just the youngest of a family who has been broken and beaten. There is something that lies beneath, yet to be stirred. The potential there is monumental. They have failed to realize that. And frankly, even if you do decide that I am not the one to realize it, it is still there regardless.
Young Skywalker. Kitty loves you. Thank you for the 14 months.
How immediately public would something like this become? Do you think?
It could remain completely silent. I think a lot of people see me as a sort of gossip, and while that may be true sometimes, it is mostly just to stir the pot. But if there is something to be done, action to be taken, I am sure to keep my mouth shut. There is plenty that I omit from people who come here every day. You could be one of those things.
Come on, baby.
Oh boy.
Oh, he's
We could start out light, sort of just information gathering in the beginning, if you so choose.
Yeah. I mean, kind of came to that conclusion a little bit earlier with Storm. That my superpower in all this is that I fly underneath everybody's radar.
And that is the potential.
I hope there's not a physical handshake in this because Storm is looking directly at us.
Do not worry, Tommy. Like I said, people walking in that door is a ruse. It does not need to happen in there so long as we have an agreement.
I think we do.
As far as what you are comfortable with for the time being, do you have stipulations?
I just need to... This waitlist thing with the PD should only be a couple of weeks. So, as long as I'm not blatantly murdering somebody in the streets, I think we're fine.
I see. We will certainly figure something out then. It will be discreet, like you said. That certainly is your superpower right now.
All right. Anything I need to know right off the bat?
There is someone else that you should avoid talking to any and everybody about. If you hear the name Isaac, leave.
Can't do.
This is the only warning that you will get. Isaac is much worse than I am. If you think dying is the worst thing that can happen to you, you are sorely mistaken. I keep my bargains with people. He is yet to be reasoned with.
Can't do. Now, when you say run or leave, can I just stand there and silently listen, or is it very much a go?
It is very much a go. There are things he is capable of that after he would be done with you or whoever he may choose, you would be begging for me to take you.
All right.
That is all for now. I will have something, a sort of task, very soon. Should you hear anybody mention Isaac, do bring it to me.
Okay. Can I safely start smoking again?
Yes, your cigarette should be fine, Tommy.
Okay. You scared out. I will be all ears, Norman.
He said all ears, I think. All yours also works, but, you know, whatever. Smoking safely. Oxymoron. He's asking for nothing, willingly becoming a pawn. That's the thing with Tommy, though, is that everybody's treated him so poorly that he feels like, you know what? Fuck it. I want in. You know? It is what it is. Definitely get a bridge. Why do people keep making deals? Why is Norman so charismatic? Here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing with why Norman ends up getting so many people involved in deals is because people come to Norman skeptical. They think, well, maybe Norman could help, maybe not. They come up, with maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. And as soon as Norman hears a reason or feels a feeling of them, if they show him a moment of weakness, he fucking hones in on it. Someone's coming up. He will open up on it and keep prying until they're forced to tell him about it, and then he offers something to help. He's...
I was wondering when you were going to be back.
I told you I was coming. Were you hiding from people?
No, I just had a small chat with Mr. Malarkey.
I don't know who that is.
Right.
Who's up there?
That would be Storm and Mr. Malarkey. Yes, that is his last name.
Can I do some dumb shit just to fuel her stupid theories?
Oh, I see.
Please.
Sure.
She thinks I can rip portals in the universe, Norman. She thinks I can rip portals in the universe and throw people like the Chicken Man into purgatory all on my own.
I see. And how would you like to go about this?
I don't know. I'm just gonna make a lot of hand signals that have nothing to do with the conversation we're having right now to make her really sus of what's going on. Because now she's gonna run around being like, "Oh my god, I saw Andy having a huge argument with Norman. That's crazy." I might even lay down on the ground to make it seem like something happened to me. Do you have any opposition to this?
Not a bad idea. You could even go inside, hang out for a bit, come back out.
Will you actually let me do that without anything bad happening to me?
The door is unlocked.
Promise
not sure.
I'm gonna end up somewhere.
You shouldn't, no.
Are they so much?
I'm not sure where they went.
Damn it.
Hey, the more stir, the better.
I really want to do this. Okay, if we see them come back, do it for fun.
Do as you wish.
But also, can we go around the back so I can actually give you your shit? I prefer they don't see me
Sure.
handing things to you. Thank you. Should all be there, including your apple.
Wonderful. All right.
Wait, I do have another question in classic Andy fashion. Somebody came here trying to make a deal with you to get the chicken man out of purgatory. Would you let that happen?
Mr. Freights is a liability. No, I would not.
Okay. Cool. I just wanted to make sure. Are they sitting on the bench?
I'm unsure. No. Those are
Damn it.
two, house guests.
Oh shit. I guess we'll have to have this fun some other time. Alright. Need anything else from me?
I do not.
Alright. See you later, Norman.
Goodbye, Angus Jones.
Fuck, I all tapped! Fuck!
Can't have anything nice, dude. Chat, 25 subs. 25 subs, chat. Fuck off, Roxy. I'm already subbed. 25 subs!
Transition.
Subbed already. Chat, please. If we don't get back to 2,200 subs, I kill Norman right now. He dies. Just like that. Norman could do that. He could just, you know, vanish. Cease to exist. Alright, so I have a couple ideas. Okay, obviously, Isaac is... Pestilence, right? Desi, think of the prime for... Oh, yeah! Thanks very much. Obviously, Isaac is Pestilence. I jokingly kind of want to just implicate that Sam Bass is... Famine. Kitty loves you. Thank you with the 5 gifted tier 1s. Now we're only 20 away. Feroxy with the 5 gifted tier 1s. Now we're 15 away. Wow. Actually, it's... What is that? 18? Whatever. Either way. Here's the thing. I think, jokingly, I want to make Sam Bass Famine. But who... Here, I'm toying with a couple ideas for war. Okay? I don't know if I want to say this on stream or not. I have a few different ideas for war. Zelda, thank you for the tier 1 for 4 months. I appreciate it. Feroxy, gifting a tier 1 sub to Lurpka. Nicole with the 5 gifted tier 1s, please. Thank you, I appreciate it. The coach with the fucking God sub.
43 months. Sheesh.
Alright. So, few things I'm thinking of for war. Oh, we're so close. Actually, it may end up doing it. Yeah, Wyatt Earp was kind of war whenever Norman was, you know, a human. But right now, here's the idea that I'm toying with. You have Erwin Dundee, you have Denzel, and the third option that I'm considering is that war has always existed on this island with the people who live in it. By and through the people who live in it, who constantly are fighting, shooting, like this island is just so full of violence constantly, and without death, it's all just been, you know, war, right? Killing one another. War has always existed here. It's just that the other ones are showing up. This island has been possessed by war for a long time. You know? Last one, please. It's a good one. Katie Capybara with the 5 gifted tier 1s. What's that put us at? We're like 2 away or something? We're 2 away from 1,200. Did I say 2,200? I meant 1,200. Kamikaze with a 5! Nice, huge, big. War consumes the world. Yes, but especially on this island, you know? There's so much violence all the time. Puppet Master for war? Maybe. War is the friends we made along the way. Hey, Pon with the 5 get to tier 1s as well. Let's fucking go! Wow! Los Santos is the city of war. Yeah. You gotta think about it, chat. Dundee would also make a great war. Yeah. And a banana thing with the tier 1 for 15 months. Appreciate it. Any snow call today? I don't know what I would call snow about. I would hope that snow is getting unlocks today. You know what? I have a good... Here we go. We'll text Snow. Alright. Why Jackie? Snow's first name is Jackie. Norman has almost always addressed Snow by his first name because he doesn't like it. Jackie isn't a big fan of when people call him Jackie. So Norman does it almost every single time. Ace to lead with the 5 get the tier 1s, I appreciate it. want your hand back. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, looks well. I love that. Hmm. Alaskan, think of the tier 1 for 10 months. I appreciate it. Sure, the pot about DuPont. Alaskan, think of the 10. Good morning to you. Hype train! Hype train! Doors unlocked. I gotta lock up. Be locked now. Alright, is there anything left for me to do today? Got some cigarettes and I got the apple. Anyone who's stupid to make a deal enough with you. If you kill them, it serves my purpose anyway. You, in turn, Oh, he's gonna hate that. He's not gonna like that one. Oh, fuck. Chat, reminder, our new start time for stream is it's like an hour and 40 minutes before this. It's at 8 a.m. CST. That's when I'm going to be starting streams now. Tuesday through Saturdays, the stream days. I'm off Sunday and Monday. Listen, I know I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. I'm figuring this schedule shit out. I know some of you have been here for years, and I've never been able to properly figure it out. But god damn it, I'm changing it up, okay? And it may. Copium. I'm gonna do it this time, okay? I'm not looking to kill anyone other than you, Norman. And you can't even do that right. All right. Oh, fuck. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I've spent way too much time with this fucking incoming phone call. Trooper plus ratio. Yeah. You know what's great about not a lot of people look up, but there's these bars here, and there's bones just like laying on the bars up here. Like in the windows, there's a skull right there. Nobody looks up in here, but there's shit there. Command crows, yeah. I like the one time was crows sitting on the bar. Yeah, it was Noxy. Just chilling. That would be dope. Just having all the... Actually, you know what, chat? Let's just All right, new lighthouse cannon. There's crows just sitting atop these bars at all times. Okay, they're just there, and they use those windows to fly out of. All right, there's your new lighthouse cannon. It's us. Yeah, you guys are up there. I'm interior decorator. Yeah. It's like the owlry from Hogwarts, but it's crows. Yeah, meta chat sits up there, that's right. You all fly in, tell Norman about it. Look up again for screenshot purposes? Sure. There you go. I'm gonna shit on Norman. Do a little pop down on Norman's head. Ah, fuck my dick, dude. God damn it. And there it goes. I knew one of those times I was gonna alt tab and it was gonna fucking crash my game. One of those times was gonna happen. And it did. It fucking did.